we can see the Nadals, the Djokovic, the Federer, no, how they behave. What do you think how the champions think and how they behave? And also you develop Reiner, Janko, which were top 10. To be top 10 is to be very successful. How they think?
You know, Novak, when he was young, he was part of our preparation for the season. He stayed in my apartment for 6 weeks, and I could learn a lot about his person. And he's really 100% dedicated to his sport. He has the confidence to fulfill his mission. And his mission was, when he was 15, to be number 1 in the world. Mm-hmm. And when I started with Janko, he had some issues where, you know, like throwing rackets and sometimes not 100% focus. I said, look, Janko, if you want to be a top 10 player, then you need to behave like the top 10 players. And when you see the top 10 players, they are not normally losing their focus. They're fighting every point. You know, like Rafa for me is a role model for being in every point present and giving his best and be modest. I believe that the top players are good persons and good players. And if you want to get a good player, you can be a good person, but you need to see the values of these top players and try to copy them. Sometimes I make the joke to a player, say, look, do you think that you can be the only top 10 player which behaves like a baby? You know, this talking, this bad thoughts and stuff, then the player understands mostly. And Janko sometimes is using this example when he works in his academy now and says, this helped me a lot to realize I have to behave like the top players. And then I have also the right to say I want to be a top player. And I think you can learn from the best. You can learn, as I said, I learned from the best coaches. You can learn from the best coaches. And as a player, you also can learn from the best players. And it has a lot of reasons to believe that if you behave like them, that you have more chances for success than if you not do this.
And also, if you have success, like you did with Janko, Reiner, many other players, you have success. What happened with Janko right now? He's a very successful businessman, not only with his academy. It's like you transform yourself, no?
I'm very proud about most of my players, and I still be in very close contact to them. You know, Lars Buchsmüller, he's a doctor, has 3 kids. Rainer Schüttler is very successful
exactly.
He started at the Newport University sport. He's tournament director of Geneva. He's running GPTCA. He's involved in Fed Cup. Billie Jean King Cup now. Yeah. Billie Jean King Cup captain. So he's doing a lot of things successful. Same like Danai Udomchok or Randy Lu in Asia. They are having academies. Janko has worldwide academies in luxury in hotels, but he also has a high performance academy in Belgrade, which he runs very fine. So yeah, I think it's very important to teach players also to not only be successful in their tennis career, also to be able for a career after their tennis career. And when you see that a tennis career in the average can normally last long 20 years, and you stop with 35, you have another 30 years, which is a bigger part, or 40 years, where you have a career after your tennis career. And I think it's important that you learn values. And if you have the right values, like working hard, be focused, stuff like this, then you'll be also able to proceed in another career after your tennis.
Yeah.